Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How y'all doing this afternoon? Woo! What you want me to say, Lord? What you want me to say? What you want me to say, baby? What you want me to say? Oh man, it's a hummingbird out there. Alright. Woo! What you want me to say, Lord? This is Ecclesiastes or the preacher. Oh, we at? Say. Oh, that ain't no dang on hummingbird. That's a big old bee, bro. Hold up. That joint in here with me. Hold on. Let me log one and hold on. Is that 18, 17? Hold up. Hey, this is authentic or nothing. I gotta find something real quick, yo. Hold up. Hold up, Jack. Yeah, boy. Where you at, Joe? Hope I didn't just make him mad. This is gonna be a long one, y'all. And I gotta get to you the real. You know what I'm talking about? Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, nigga die, nigga. Lord forgive me. It's one of your creatures. He came in the wrong crib. This is gonna happen to anybody come up in here on me. Fly swatch. In a peaceful manner. You know, bounce around a little bit. Come on. That joint. Eventually, you're gonna have to give up. Come on. Yeah. Come on up out of there. Ooh. Hold up. That joint's still moving. Joint ain't moving no more.
What you dispute?
It was a bee came interrupted me while I'm reading the word. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I'm catching all this joint. You know what I'm saying? Woo! My son crazy, boy. Nah, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Ooh, it wouldn't be authentic or nothing if something wasn't going on. You know what I'm talking about? Said, I thought that was a hummingbird. This joker was big in the shadow, you know what I'm saying, and he was just sitting there, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, he flooding his wings and carrying on. I got a lot of birds be coming around here. I'll be feeding the birds and stuff. Yeah. Said the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanities of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's why we do what we do, you know what I'm saying, in life to set generational wealth for the generation to come. And that's also one thing that we need to all do to break generational curses. Because the curse of enslavement and always being enslaved and up under the rule of man, you know what I'm saying, that is something that really needs to be broken. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, hey, no, quit doing what you're doing that's getting you by, that's making you, you know what I'm saying, be able to survive in these tough times, especially now with all this COVID carrying on, you know what I'm saying, and the war and all this stuff going on in the world, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying do that, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying stand strong, you know what I'm saying, and just give it a thought, you know, of trying to find out what your purpose is. You know, I understand now what he wants me to do, you know, and my kingdom wife, you know what I'm saying, we both understand, you know, that he wants us to be here to be healers, you know what I'm saying, to be empaths. You know, he wants us to have a good life while we doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm looking around for something for her. I told her I got her a gift, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get on over here. Said, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that the wickedness was there in the place of righteousness. That iniquity was there. That iniquity was there. You know what I'm saying? You know, God recognizes when we're doing right and when we're doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? And I must be doing something right because he keep on blessing me, you know what I'm saying? He blesses me all the way around, you know, and sometimes I just be like, you know, I feel like I don't deserve it. But then, you know, I work so hard to maintain and be able to be prosperous that, you know, sometimes I work and hurt myself. You know what I'm talking about? Look at that. I gotta put something on that joint. It rubbed off. But yeah, you know, I'm not scared to show my wounds. You know what I'm saying? I did that. That was a stupid mistake. I was in a rush and I grabbed hold of something, and that joker grabbed hold of me. You know what I'm talking about? I almost threw it across the field. But yeah, you know, this is authentic or nothing, man. Like I said, I have to thank all my subscribers. When I woke up this morning, Lord is glorious. He had me see angel numbers again, like 4 times this morning. You know what I'm saying? 4 times this morning. And, you know, I'm peeping everything, you know what I'm saying, to be able to catch his messages. You know, he be hitting me with stuff all day sometime, you know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff I bring to y'all, you know what I'm saying, and let y'all witness him working in my life. You know what I'm saying? So you can start recognizing how he be working in your life. You know, the devil be working too. You got to be able to discern between the two. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil can make stuff look good too. You know what I'm saying? But you have to use that discernment to know right from wrong. You know what I'm talking about? It says, I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. You know what I'm saying? It's a time. He bring together a lot of y'all in union. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a minister. I like to see people happy. I like to see people happy together. You know what I'm saying? Me and my situation, you know, I thought I was happy, but now I found out that I'm happier with the person that God has put forth for me. You know, and I couldn't be much more happier. I wouldn't trade her for the world. You know what I'm talking about? And I like to make her feel good, because she's a strong black woman. You know what I'm talking about? And it don't matter the race. You know, y'all know I'm black. I'm blacker than joke. I'm black. Oh, but you know, I'm happy and confident with myself. I want my woman to be happy and confident with herself, and that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just thank the Lord. You know, when I seen my subscribers this morning, I said, thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I said, thank you, Jesus, before I even looked. You know what I'm talking about? But it was the first set of angel numbers that I saw. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And then when she hit me up, it was some angel numbers. You know what I'm saying? But it was the first ones that I saw today, and it was 333. You know what I'm saying? The next was 1010. You know what I'm saying? And then I looked I looked somewhere else, and it said 111. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, God is telling me something today. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good day. We all gonna have a good day today. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Please share if you feel like, you know, this inspired you, you know, to have a better outlook, to look on the bright side, you know what I'm saying? Because everything ain't all bad. You have to turn them situations around in your head, you know what I'm saying? Because you could let something throw you off your path that was meant to be a distraction by the devil, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, feed your soul with the good word. You know, it don't matter where you at, you can always take a second out to thank God for everything that he does for you. You know what I'm saying? Some people might feel like that he punishing them because they can't have their way right away. But it's all about divine timing, baby. You know what I'm talking about? All about divine timing. You know, I had hard head too like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Let go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have to, you know, leave some things in God's hands in order for the outcome to be better for us. It might hurt us because we're human. But when God's in your life, everything is supernatural. You know what I'm talking about? Later on.